Alright, hey everybody, my name is Captain Danger, and today I'm going to be installing an aftermarket air fork on my Senada e-bike, so come along. So this is the stock shock that came with the bike. Bearings on it broke on a trail ride. I got a new one sent from Senada. They told me they were sending me a upgraded shock. It took about a month due to supply issues. Finally came, put it on the bike, but it turns out it's the exact same shock as the one that broke. So I decided to go with the aftermarket. Read a lot of reviews, and people like these on these fat bikes, and they're relatively inexpensive. Okay, this is the aftermarket shock. It's badged as Bolany, B-O-L-A-N-Y. I've also seen it under Bucklow, a number of different names. These are all over the internet, eBay. I got this one on eBay for about $140. This part is 135 millimeters, and the disc brake attachment is 75 millimeters. This part here is 1 1/8" threadless. The stock travel on the Senada is 100 millimeter. I upgraded a little bit. I went with 120 millimeter. Gives you a couple extra centimeters of travel. You can also get this in a 125, and I've seen 130. And then at the same time, I'm also going to install this gooseneck, which will adjust and allow for a more upright riding position. I know this is a pretty popular mod, and we'll do this at the same time. Let's get started here. We're going to do a time lapse, start taking it apart, and let's get it mounted. Come along. Alright, we got the old shock off. There's a little bushing right here that's on the shock that we'll have to pry off with a screwdriver, and we'll put that on the new shock. Here's the race on the bottom that we pressed on there. Took the one off the old fork, and that just slides right on. You see there's a taper right there. So here's the aftermarket. It has a insert that expands. It works just like the star nut. All right, here's what it looks like apart. You see there's a bearing and a plastic race on here, and then there's the same thing on the bottom here. Got a bearing that pivots on, and this plastic outer race right here. Okay, here's the top of the tube. We're gonna put this part in here called the pressure ring. You see the little taper in there? That's gonna go on like so. And then the fork is gonna come up from the bottom. There we go. Tied a cable tie to hold the fork in place. And put on this, just a plastic dust cover part. Then this is the next part of the gooseneck here. You see it's got a taper. That part goes down. And then we've got these spacers that were already on here. Okay, we're ready to put the stem on here. And we'll slide that over the top right here. This cap, and this screws into the part right here. Okay, we'll straighten the fork out here and kind of turn the headset around. Kind of get this reasonably in alignment here. Okay, we'll tighten up the stem here. All right, here it is. Shock's installed. Just went for a little test ride. Very, very nice. Very forgiving. Lot lighter and softer than the stock shock. I made another modification. I shortened the little fender right here. Here's the air port. There's a Schrader valve in there, and just uses a standard shock pump. Well, there it is. The air shock is installed. I gotta say, overall, really like it. A lot smoother than the stock shock. Nice dampening, and it's about 4 pounds lighter, so definitely notice the difference. The gooseneck with the more upright riding position, very nice, really like that. So there it is. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, and we'll see you next time.